I believe it is. I know that I just feel that he wants to try to do what Dirk Nowitzki did. He wants to do what Giannis did, Skip. Stay in one location and bring a title there without joining what Steph Curry did, especially in the modern era, Skip. Now, so we got to look at things basically since the 2000s. Because everybody, Jordan didn't do that. That was a different era. It's not like they couldn't. It's not like the NFL, Skip. There was no free agency back then. So we can't say, well, Joe Montana didn't go join this team with this and that because there was no free agency as it is now. So since the advent of the free agency that we have in the NBA, I believe Dame wants to try to do what Giannis was able to do, what Dirk Nowitzki, stay at a locale, don't join, and win a championship. The question is, and I believe he has it, he'll go down as one of those players, the best player never won a championship. He'll be thought of like Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller. I mean, if he's okay with that, it's okay. I don't believe they can surround him with what he needs to win a title. If you're going to have a long, deep playoff run, I'm sure I have no question in my mind that Damian Lillard would snap up out of this slump. But at the end of the day, Skip, what moves have they made to say, you know what, they can come out of the West? As great as he is, what moves? It's the same CJ, him, Nurk. Okay, Norman Powell, no, but come on, bro. So that's the thing for me, is that if he's cool with it, if he like it, I love it. But just know, you're not going to be, you want to see what you can do on the big stage, and like CP3.
Yep.
You want to say, okay, I got everybody's undivided attention. I think that's what ultimately that he wants. I just don't believe it's going to happen for him in Portland. And if he wants that to see, because it gives you an opportunity to test, your how tough you are in struggles. The true test comes in the championship, Skip. That's where guys, Kobe made his name. Shaq, LeBron, the greats, they make their game in that game, Skip. That's where you make your name.
Okay, I hear everything you just said, but I take issue with what Damian freestyled. And I know it's just kind of off the top of your head, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, but if I were his teammate, I would not love this. Because he's talking about it may end up being my Achilles heel to stay here.
Right.
I'm on my shield, like I'm dying for this cause. And I'm trying to get next to Freak, obviously Giannis and Dirk Nowitzki, on that lonely hill. So you're telling your teammates, now, I'm out here by myself. I'm on this lonely hill, and I'm all we got.
Right.
And I can't do enough because I got an Achilles heel because I don't have enough help. That's what he's crying for more help. Right. But when you cry for help, you dismiss who you have.
Right.
And CJ he's pretty good.
Yes.
Nurk can be pretty good.
Yes.
Norman Powell can be pretty good. Do I think they're a great team? I do not.
Right.
Are they a playoff team? Yeah. Can they go a distance in the playoffs? Only if the two guards shoot you a great distance. They just got to get hot.
Right.
In that 1 year up against Golden State when Kevin was hurt, Kevin Durant was out, it was just two guards versus two guards. I know there's Draymond, but it's still 2 versus 2. Dame and CJ were terrible in 4 straight fourth quarters and in overtime. They were just terrible.
Yes.
They shot themselves in the foot.
That might have been his best chance to advance.
It was. Okay, so you made your bed. Now you got to lie in it, not cry in it.
Yes, I agree.
And he's crying in it, but he committed, and he wears it as a badge of honor. I love Portland, and I want to do this for the city of Portland.
Right.
Well, then don't tell me you have an Achilles heel, which is staying in Portland.
Right.
And by the way, brings in Hector. I don't know what that was, because Hector was like the greatest warrior for Troy in the Trojan War against the Greeks, but then Achilles killed Hector.
Right.
So I don't really get the reference, but whatever. Whatever. But let's stay with Achilles heel.
Okay.
Because Achilles did have one problem, his heel. Yeah.
Because he got dipped.
Yes, he got dipped. And so you could kill him through his heel.
Right.
It was vulnerable.
Right.
Okay, so he's saying Portland is my Achilles heel. So far, so bad with the new. I love Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
You know Chauncey from Denver days.
I do.
And he's a good man.
He
and
is.
I think he's going to be a good coach, but they are not off to the races just yet. And Dame is shooting 23% from 3. And just as we talked about, the Celtics hit bottom. They hit bottom last night in Philly because Embiid didn't play. And
the
Tobias
Big Penguin did.
The Big Penguin played, but Tobias Harris did not play.
No.
And
you can't lose. You
and
can't.
obviously Ben Simmons is not playing.
Right.
So really? You lost to them? And in the fourth quarter, Dame made 3 of 6 shots, but he took 0 3-point shots because I think he doesn't trust himself from 3 anymore. And meanwhile, Seth made a 3 in the fourth quarter, and Korkmaz comes in and makes 2 big threes in the fourth quarter, and they hang on to win a game they had no business winning at home.
I agree.
And that's on Dame. He was 2 of 9 from 3, and the rest of the stats look pretty decent, 20 and 10.
Right.
But still, 2 of 9 won't get it because you should win that game going away because they were basically just saying, here,
right,
we're going to hand you one.
Right. Dame. I mean, Skip, he's probably averaging 20 points a game. He needs to be 28. Last couple of years, he's been around 28 to 30.
Okay.
And the 3-point shot, that's his bag.
Okay, so you know my opinion for years on the show about Dame.
Mm-hmm.
I consider him a star, but not a superstar. We talked earlier in the show about other, like Jason Tatum.
Right.
He's a little better than Jason Tatum, but they're in that star category, which is really good. But are you transcendent?
Right.
Can you change games? Can you change life around you? Well, he's, what do we call him, 6'3"?
Yeah.
So there's only so much you can do at 6'3".
Yeah, but Skip, there's only been a handful of guards that's ever been championship driven and that won a championship. You got to go Isaiah.
Yep.
You got to go Steph Curry, and you got to go Big the God, Magic.
Well, he's 6'9".
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So guard. Now we've seen Allen Iverson take a team to a championship, but I don't know, Skip. It's a special, a small man.
Yep.
Look, I get it. It's all about shooters, not so much about the traditional center. But Giannis is 7 foot. KD is 7 foot. LeBron is 6'9".
Okay, so I've often wondered about Dame, and I've wondered out loud on this show. When he had his chances to leave, when he could say no to Portland, I'm not going to recommit to you. There's a lot of pressure that goes into joining forces with other stars because there's a lot of pressure on you then. You could argue there's more pressure doing that than if you stay on your lonely hill in Portland because nobody really expects much of you in Portland. So what do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
That's what it comes down to.
He enjoyed that one night. Remember when it was the Game 6 night at Staples and he and LeBron went to the WNBA game down the street, across the street. And he enjoyed that because it was a lot of internet buzz about, oh, does that mean Dame wants to join LeBron?
Right.
Well, no, he doesn't. He wanted the attention of it, but obviously he wants to stay in Portland, okay? So don't whine about it.
I think ideally he would want someone to come join him in Portland.
Okay,
which
I
is
would
not
agree.
going to happen.
Yeah, that's a tough sell.
Giannis would have preferred a superstar come join him in Milwaukee as opposed to him leaving.
Yep.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
So unless somebody's willing to trade, now they got Holiday.
And that was that put them over the top.
Yes,
because he defends at such a high level. It was the missing link.
And he can score.
Yep.
So he's a better defender than Bledsoe, and he can score better than Bledsoe.
Yep.
So now you got 3 options. Now you really got if you want to say a big 3, but that's what you have. Because Giannis is going to be Giannis. At the end of the day, Skip, the question is, Dame, if you're okay being remembered as a great player that didn't win a championship, and that's how you'll be referred to as, like a Charles Barkley, like a Karl Malone, a Patrick Ewing. If you're okay with that, I'm cool with that too. But just know that's how, and people are like, well, at least he didn't leave.
Okay, but if I'm his current teammate, I'm not cool with this.
KD said, I ain't cool with that. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.